Well, 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 guess who's back? And it don't mean me, I'm actually talking about Dreamcatcher. Hey gang, it's Paul and I have missed you, and I am back because my girlfriends dropped a new video last night. It is called Odd Eye and I'm super excited. And by the way, my girlfriends, they're Dreamcatcher or CLC. Kind of both. It's complicated. My name's Paul Leach and I'm a writer-director in Los Angeles. I've been interviewed by such publications as the Huffington Post and the New York Council on Cultural Affairs. I've worked with Emmy winners and Oscar winners, and the feature film that I directed went to Cannes. In this series, we break down footage from the point of view of a film director, and we will stop often to look at shots. If you have not seen this video or this footage before, please go watch the whole thing all the way through, because again, we stop all the time and then come back here and break down the footage together with us. So again, gang, if you have not seen the video all the way through, please go to Dreamcatcher's official YouTube page and watch the video all the way through. In fact, stream it millions of times so they get lots of views. And then when you've seen it, come back here and watch it with us as we break this down together. And one more thing, if you live in the United States and you have Amazon Prime, please check out my TV show, Proof, which I created, developed, and wrote most of the episodes for. It is streaming on Amazon Prime for free right now. It's about paranormal events. So if you're into Dreamcatcher and kind of spooky things, we cover all kinds of paranormal events on Prime. You can watch it for free if you want to see something that I have created. So without further ado, let's check out Dreamcatcher's Odd Eye. And I am super excited to get into this. And action. Do you guys notice that she's sitting in a mask here? I don't know if you guys notice this. Here's the eye right over there. There's both eyes, because it says Odd Eye. It's a mask she's sitting in. Very cool chair. Good time warping. Aspect ratio change. Dutch angle. A lot of effects in this, huh? This is going hard right from the beginning with a lot of really fast edits and fast cuts. Like those LED ropes. Xion with that blonde hair. I'm telling you, blonde hair Xion is my bias. Back in the period days, Yuhyun is my bias. Little smile. So Xion's wearing those same pants she was in the Boca era. Man, a lot of effects in this. GU, man, GU is my bias. Man, can we talk about how much swag Dami has? Holy crap. So good. Man, Dami, this is why you're my bias. I haven't seen that much of Handong recently, obviously, she's been gone, but glad to have her back. All this stuff on Sue's faces. They're really upping the effects on this. You know what this reminds me of? It's sort of like a cross between their Rose Blue music video, where it was kind of cyberpunk in the future and they used a lot of green screen and a lot of effects. There's not so much green screen in this, but there's a lot of kind of this futuristic effects. Beautiful. Now Yuhyun's drinking that. Great shot with those eyes. Ah, GU. I like that choice there in the reflection. So again, this is forced perspective, where we're looking through the grate at Xion. It's a really good way to show depth, really, really good. Xion is, this reminds me of like, sort of like a supermodel, like after a night out, just kind of lounging in this chair, just hanging out, watching TV. Sue is so good. That's why she's my bias. Her dancing is good. Like, I know we talk about shots, but her voice is so clear. Hold on. Like, I don't know if my Break the Wall video was taken down where I talk about vocal types and the 440 format. The 440 format in bel canto singing, which is in voice classes, is this place where your voice actually rings. It's a place where you actually hear ringing in your voice. Sue has got an amazing range, and if you can listen to this, you can kind of hear the voice ring. She just hits it and she nails it. Her voice is incredible. Her and Xian kind of have these really ringing voices. They're really strong for this kind of music. It's not soft, it's just in your face. Sounds great. Check it out again. See if you can hear it. A little bit further back. Dami singing? Jeez. Everyone's singing on this one. Wow. Wow. So everything's on fire now. It's gonna change. Oh, it's such a good transition with the choreography. There's so much to talk about here. For one, Gayeon, like, she has really come into her own, I think, in the last era without Handong around. I think Gayeon took a lot of those lines, and so she kind of like emerged, and she's been focused a lot more, and her voice sounds really good. I didn't realize how good her voice was until I saw the Break the Wall video, and she sounded super good. Like, these girls, the thing about you guys, if you have not seen Dreamcatcher that much, you need to watch more Dreamcatcher. There's a reason why they're my girlfriends. It's because they all have amazing voices, super good singers. They're all smoke shows. You gotta check them out. There's so much imagery here, like the trees on fire. I feel like you need to watch this like 20 times. So from a directing point of view, what you notice here is because you want a progression in the music and stuff. You want progression in the music, but you also want progression in the way you shoot it. So they're adding more like artifacts in the video. So you see all like, whether it's her face or whether there's those After Effects things going on. And there's also kind of a transition in the narrative where you see Yoo-hyun looking at the glass, drinking the glass. So there's actually a narrative progression with the tree on fire, plus there's a textural progression that's also going on. Super good. And it was hard because they went really hard at the beginning. A lot of times what they do is they use fast cuts for texture, and they did a lot of fast cuts in the beginning, which sometimes gives you no place to go because you've already created so much energy in the top. But they've actually created more energy by adding more textural artifacts and creating more of a narrative that you follow. Super good. By the way, can we talk about this song? Thank you, Lise No Wonder. You have created a great hooky chorus. There is a hook in the chorus. There's so many K-pop songs nowadays that have these empty choruses, which are just kind of like a spoken word or a chant. One thing I miss about a lot of Western music is that the hook is the chorus. It's the thing that you hum, and this is really hooky. Does that sound right? Really hooky? Anyways, super good. This song is so catchy. Next level, guys. Super good, Lise No Wonder. It's got to give them their first win. Come on. I haven't talked about the directing very much. I'm just being taken by this video. Alright, well, I didn't talk about the directing at all, really. So let's just go back here and look a little bit. So we talked about narrative. So here's the glass, right? And then later, Yoo-hyun drinks from the glass somewhere around here. Also, Dutch angle, I really love what they did here with, so this is a low angle shot here. This is the God shot on, that's on GU. Man, they create so much textural differences. So remember we talked about high contrast, like if you need, so these girls are wearing dark here, and then there's red in the background, so they stick out from the wall. This is why I always wear one of my 3 dark shirts doing these videos, because this wall is light, so I stand out from the wall. You need that high contrast. This is so well directed with the transitions. There's some really cool transitions between scenes too. Like that. So catchy. Reminds me of that NSYNC song. Bye bye bye. And this kind of entrance onto Dami, I love this. They just kind of pushed in on her really quickly, and it kind of reminds me of that CLC video, the last one, Helicopter, where Yin just runs to the front when she does her rap. I like the aggressive entrance, just like pushing right into it. Great. That makeup looks amazing. I don't even know anything about makeup. Man, there's so much we can talk about this video in terms of like just how great it is. Like, and this song is so good. I know I'm just skipping through it here. There's so much After Effects going on in this. They use so much CG. Like I said, it's kind of a combination between like Rose Blue and like some of their other new stuff. And symbolically, the fire's going on, sort of like it's the end of that era. Did I mention this transition before? Like between the bridge. So what's going to happen is in the choreography, they kind of do sort of like a barrel turn where they're like, it really emphasizes, boom, and then they stand up and they do something. They start dancing. So this really emphasizes that movement in this transition. Super good. It's cool doing these wide shots here where you can see all the movement and see all the choreography. Xi'an's like, man, maybe someone understands all these. Oh, is that a happy face sticker? Shoot, we haven't talked about the directing at all here. The song is great. I love this song. This song better win Song of the Year. Man, I voted on that, I forget, it was the Star app or whatever. I bought those tokens or something to vote for Boca. Let's do this. I kind of want to see the live performance, so let's pause this up a second. Okay, gang, I found the live performance. I kind of want to just see how this all kind of comes together on the live stage. Right off the bat, I mean, their stages are great. One thing I would like to point out, though, is that they're not having the high contrast this time. You notice how the back is all black, and they're all in black, so they're kind of blending into the background a little bit more. These outfits surprised me a little bit because I think that in the music video it started, there was sort of red in the background, which is sort of a high contrast. It surprises me a little bit that there was some of the red in the background of this to create high contrast. Let me show you an example of what I mean. This is one of my backpacks. I have a lot of backpacks. I used to go to coffee shops or on the set all the time. I haven't done that too much recently during the pandemic in the last year, but I used to use backpacks all the time, so I have a ton of these things. And one thing I always get in my backpacks are backpacks with high contrast interiors. So you see this bright orange here, as opposed to this dark gray. So why that's important is so that things can stand out in the background. So if you have a flashlight and this is all black, you're not going to see it. But since this is orange, this stands out from the background. You can see things really easily. High contrast. Back to the live performance. Yuhyun, you are totally my bias. Is her hair purple? Yeah, man. You've really come into your own. Purple hair looks amazing on her. They do a great job with choreography coming in and out. But you notice what I'm saying is that this background should be a different color, really make these girls pop out. They're kind of blending into the background. These girls are such good dancers. Like, some of the choreography is really hard. Man, these girls have so much talent. Kill it, Xian. Hit those beautiful ringing notes. Jiu is just so feminine and beautiful. Dami is an amazing dancer too. I've seen some videos of her dancing. She's really good. I don't know if she gets credit enough for her dancing. I think she's like one of the better dancers in the group. And SOTY, you know, SOTY just kills it. This song is great. The movements are so sharp. It's great. I love Dami singing. Every girl in this group is beautiful. Gosh, this song is so good. The song is so catchy. I wonder what the rest of the album's like. I need to download and listen to it. By the way, if you're watching this, Dreamcatcher company, make it so that you can actually easily buy the album. I tried to buy your album last time and I couldn't find any links where I could buy it from. Like you go to your YouTube page and all these other places, I couldn't find anywhere to buy it, which kind of sucked because I would have totally paid for it. Great. Gosh, I haven't talked much about the directing. I used to talk about directing on this channel. Maybe we'll say that for another time. This song is great. I'm so happy, couldn't be happier with this song. Someone should tell me below, are they at the end of their contracts? Are their contracts about to end? Because I'm wondering if this is sort of like a series that sort of ends out their time with Dreamcatcher Company or Happy Face, and then they have to decide what to do next. I wonder if this is like the closing chapter of them as a group for now, and then seeing what happens in the next chapter. Man, that's so sad. I shouldn't have brought that up. I hope not. Gosh, what would we do without you guys? All right, well, guys, for me and my girlfriend's Dreamcatcher, it was amazing, so that's a wrap.